So before going to the next one, I know most of you would have got this doubt from the previous classes with respect to the Gunitaksharani, how to write the Gunitaksharas of Repha, okay, for the letter Ra, how to write the Gunitaksharas. So if you have written it already as part of your homework, please open that page and please refer to the slide which I'm presenting now, and we will also discuss a few aspects about this. So the Gunitaksharas for Repha are like this. Okay. So please make note of this clearly. There is a confusion always with respect to the three letters which are there in middle right now. So how to write the Gunitaksharas with R, R and L for Rakara. So, and also there are a few more peculiarities with respect to Ra alone while writing the Gunitaksharas. If you notice these, for no other letter you will actually get in this way. So for Ra only, for Ru, it is written next to it itself and not below. So if you write like this, okay, Ru, that will not be considered. Writing for Ru is in this way only. And to write the Dirgha Ru, Ukara, then it will be writing this Ra, one small line, and then next this Ru. And these three letters, of course, are something probably new for many of you, or some might have already known about this. Then it is just a revision for you guys. So far we have seen in the Sanyuktakshara that whenever Rakara is written first of in the combination of the two consonants, it is represented as a Arka on top of the second consonant. The same concept is applied here whenever we have R and R. Basically, note the difference, R and R. For the letter Ra, I'm giving a bit of stress more compared to the pronunciation of the swara, which is R, which is a vowel. Okay, one example where this combination occurs is Niraratihi. Most of us have heard Nirarati is a direction of the 8 directions or of the 10 directions. One of the direction is Niraratihi. So there, this combination of R plus R is coming. So that is Niraratihi, and this is how it will be written. Okay, in Vedas also this this combination comes in more other places as well, but this one example is good enough for us to remember it and learn. Okay, Nirratihi, this is how we will write it. Okay, in some of the previous editions of the books, if you have this particular combination of letter, the font might not be available in those days, so they would also showcase it as they will write half R in this way, put a hyphen and then a rakara. This also is the same combination, Nirratihi. Okay, the pronunciation aspect for this letter, Nirratihi, that's how it will be pronounced. R, we will not be able to say it as R, Nirrati, that's how it will be pronounced. Similarly, this letter as well, which is R, there's no other way to pronounce it. Okay, so make note of these peculiar items, and of course these are not seen in everyday literature or anywhere. Okay, these are some special cases where you will find these. Of course, this Ru, Guru and Gurun, etc. This is a combination that we will see more often. I hope this part is clear now with respect to the Gunitaksharas. Okay, now we will see a few more examples of the Gunitaksharas, for at least for the semi vowels. Rakara we have seen, and Ya, La and Va we will see, and we will discuss a few more points related to this. Okay, so Hr, basically only for that combination you will write this seek or basically a half circle. from the ending loop of Hakara, and for all the other letters, you will write it below it only. Okay, that is one peculiarity or point to note about this. Similarly, here there is no change. It's the same thing. Some of you had asked what is a combination of ya, ra, la, and va with respect to the swaras. Ya is basically a combination of e and a. Then ra is basically a combination of r and a. La is basically a combination of l and a. Va is a combination of u and a. Just for your information, this, however, we would learn when we learn the chapter on sandhis. This letter I have highlighted again. If you remember from our previous classes on the Varnamala, I had shown the difference between L, which is basically a Gunitaksharam, and L, which is a Swara. If you notice closely, the strokes are different for both of these. So this is L. You write this L first, and then you make this C kind of a thing. This is L. And the swara L is basically one stroke only. This is L. So while writing, please ensure that you write these correctly. So that is why I have showed this example here. Hope this part is again clear. There are no doubts with respect to these. Now, some of the characters that are not there in the Sanskritam Varnamala, some letters. So I have included this. So this lakara, la, okay, which is a murdhanya letter, if you would see it that way, which is not part of the Sanskrit Varnamala, in general, the regular Varnamala, but this letter is seen or is used in Vedas. Okay, in Rig Veda, especially if you see the first mantra itself, there itself you get this Agnimile la. This is la. This letter is available in most of the South Indian languages, so in either in Tamil or Telugu or even in Kannada, and we have lot of words with this letter la. So in Sanskritam in general, Mangalam is what we say, but in South Indian languages that will be said as Mangalam. La is the letter which is being used, though that is not there in the general Sanskritam. This is the way how we will write it. It is similar to like a rotated symbol of 8 or infinity symbol. So that is la, lakara. So that is one more extra character in the Varnamala or in the Lipi that you can know. So that is la. And next one is about this, which is called as a avagraha chinha. So this is Ramopi. So there is no specific pronunciation of this letter. Okay, most of you had asked this again in the previous classes. There is no specific pronunciation for this letter, but whenever it is written, it shows that there was a akara present in that place. Hrasva akara was present in that place. That is what it indicates. So whenever if you break this or when you want to separate the words, then you will be able to know that this is basically a placeholder for akara. But there's no specific pronunciation aspect for this. Please make note of this. Okay. Next, there's one more symbol which is the halanta, like Ramat t is there, Ramam m is there, Raman n, the ending letter n is there. And in the Gunitaksharas, Sanyuktaksharas, we have seen this. This is the one small slanting line that is written below the Vyanjana to depict that it is a Ardha Matra only, or it is a Vyanjana and not a Gunitakshara, either a, ka, ga, etc. It is not that. These three. Next, we have these three letters, which some people write as part of Varnamala, but since these are Sanyuktaksharas, these are not written as part of Varnamala. These are the new symbols that are there, Ksha, Tra, and Jna. So I have just given some example and I have written these so that it's easier for you to know that these are some of the other symbols which are part of the Lipi, but not exactly part of the Varnamala. And these symbols in the last line are some of the common symbols that are used in Sanskritam as in any other language. So a comma is for a pause when you are telling a particular sentence. And the second one, which is a ekadanda, danda is basically used to say it is a full stop basically. And dvidanda, okay, which is two dandas. So these two are in combination are used while writing the shlokas. When if it is at the point where the shloka is half, to depict that it's a half shloka, we use one danda, and when it is completed, when it is full stop or it's a completed, then we use this dvidanda. So this combination you can know and use, and question mark and other symbols like semicolon etc. can be used to denote that okay, when you're reading a sentence, and similarly also a hyphen when you're reading a sentence where you can break and where you can continue and so on. So just these points, you can keep note of these points. Okay, so we will go to the next one. One important aspect here is we have already seen this, which is the Padavibhagaha. Padavibhagaha is to how to separate out and split the words into consonants and vowels. That part we will just quickly see, and we will see a few items that are there for our homework today. So how to write? How do we write Ramaha? This we have done. This exercise we had done while we were doing Gunitaksharam as well as while doing Samyuktaksharam. Orally we had done it, but we hadn't done it in a written format or formally. I hadn't showed it through a slide. So that is why I have included this here. Ramaha. Then the constituent letters in this word are R, which is a Vyanjanam. Next, A, Swara. Then again, M, a Vyanjanam, and then Aha. So Ramaha combination will be in this way. We will have to know how to write the constituent consonants and vowels. And similarly, if we give the right side, you will also have to compose the word. What combining these letters, what is the word that is coming up as well. So make a note of these. Similarly for Sita, how it will be S, E, T, A, it becomes Sita. The telling that a plus sign in between is not mandatory. You can just say S, E, T, A, that is still valid. Or if you want to specifically say S plus E plus T plus A, then also it is fine. Similarly, Kausalya, K, Au, S, A, L, Y, A. Here you see a Samyuktaksharam, and hence Lakara, Yakara, there is no Swara in between. Though it's something which you already know, just repeating it so that this concept is registered well. Lakshmanaha, if you see here, there are a Samyuktakshara combination of 3 letters. K, Sh, and then M. Okay, there is no Swara in between, again, between these 3. And the last example, Sugrivaha, S, U, G, R, E, V, Aha. Hope this is clear. Now, this is the classwork. Please try to write down these words, and try to do the constituent parts of this. Can you try for the first one? Namaste.
Mandiram. Jambavana. The Jambavan.
You need to tell this how this mandiram is formed.
Mo plus E. Mo plus no plus do plus E plus ro plus o plus ma plus halan.
Okay, very good. So this towards the end, yeah, m is sufficient. Okay, and also you can say ma plus halant is also fine. That is valid. Okay, can you try for the second one again? Similarly,
Ja plus a.
Dirgha, right?
A. Ma plus wa.
It is b.
Bo.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Wu. Ma plus wu. Ba. Plus a plus no plus halan.
Okay, very good. Dhanyawadaha. Can you tell for the next
yes,
one?
Sir. Yes, sir. Khadyotaha. K, A, D, Y, O, T, Aha.
Very good. Try next one.
Yes, sir. Vipashchit. V I P A Sh Ch I T.
Very good. Next one.
Prajnanam. P R J N A N A M.
Can you tell again the second letter how it will be?
J plus N plus A.
Correct, correct. Very good. Uttamam, dhanyawadaha. So this slide shows the answers. You can make note of it. All of you can make note of it. So well recited and correctly answered as well. Dhanyawadaha. So Graha Karyam. So the first one as usual. So please write all the words that you have seen and you have learned, so that you will get a practice to write it and pronounce it correctly. That's the first one. Second one, Vibhajya Likhata, what we did, the exercise just a minute back, what we did, Mandiram, mu plus a, etc. Like that. At least split and write at least 50 words. If you see, already we would have written more than 100 words from class 3 to 6. So choose any 50 words and practice it. It is for your practice that you will have to do it. Vibhajya Likhata. Next one, practice and write pages 10 and 11 from the textbook. I have also attached the screenshot of the textbook so that you'll be able to practice it. So this is from Samyuktaksharam from the textbook. So please make note of it. So I have put this in the slide. Here again, it is the Vyanjanam plus Vyanjanam is Samyukta Varanaha is what they have given. Varna or Aksharam both mean the same. Aksharam, Varnaha both means the same. Varnaha is a Pullinga Shabda and hence it is Samyukta Varanaha is what is there. And Aksharam is an Apumsakalinga Shabda. So don't worry about this. We will learn in the upcoming classes. And hence it is Samyuktaksharam, Samyuktaksharani. That is the usage of it. That's the only difference. But otherwise, the concept is the same. And there are a few 25 plus words that are there with specific combinations that have been given. Please try to practice and write these. Write these, and also you can also do the Vibhajya Likhata, splitting these words itself. That is also possible. So please do these. So this will be a part of your homework for this week. Do it diligently. Dhanyawadaha for all. So I will conclude at this point. And punaha milamaha agami saptahe punaha milamaha. If you have any questions, please write to raghu.vyoma@gmail.com. Again, Ram Ram Ram, Namo Namaha.